In 1968, Hollywood didn't rely on computers, fakery, or pretty camera tricks. It relied on danger. And one movie turned a simple car chase into an immortal legend. A legend built by a quiet Mustang, a roaring Charger, and a man who refused to use a stunt double. This is the untold story of Bullitt's 1968 Mustang GT 390. Let's uncover 25 weird, hidden, and shocking facts behind the greatest movie car ever filmed. Fact 25. Bullitt redefined car action forever. Bullitt didn't just create a memorable chase, it redefined cinematic car action. Before 1968, car chases were predictable, staged, and sanitized. McQueen's insistence on driving himself, combined with real streets, dangerous stunts, and authentic engine sounds, set a new standard. Filmmakers realized audiences craved raw realism, environmental interaction, and true risk. The Mustang GT 390 became more than a car. It became a living cinematic legend. Every drift, jump, and acceleration influenced decades of action films, inspiring directors to film vehicles as dynamic characters interact, cementing the GT 390 as an icon that transcends its era, proving the road itself can be as thrilling as any story. Fact 24. Camera angles increased danger and suspense. Cameramen mounted rigs on vans, dollies, and sidewalks, sometimes mere inches from the speeding cars. Fatal. Low-angle shots amplified the Mustang's aggression, making it appear unstopped. Everything to place them inside the chase, turning Bullitt into a blooped. Acceleration and slide became a conversation between two skilled drivers. Without Hickman's precision, the Mustang might have dominated too easily, making the chase look staged. The tension audiences feel comes from real-time interaction, not camera tricks. Hickman's presence added authenticity, ensuring that the chase remained dangerous. 2. The Mustang survived repeated near disasters. Repeated jumps, slides, and high-speed cornering nearly ended the Mustang's career. On one downhill sequence, the rear tires lost traction, and the car veered dangerously close to parked vehicles. Mechanics expected total destruction, yet McQueen regained control with split-second precision. Over the course of filming, the Mustang endured repeated punishment. Steep inclines, tight curves, and abrupt braking. Each near miss added tension to the sequence, making viewers feel danger in reducing speed, and control became a reference for urban pursuit tactics. Officers learned how momentum, braking points, and line selection could mean the difference between control and disaster. McQueen's Mustang wasn't just a cinematic hero. It became an instructional model for precision, anticipation, and calculated risk. The authenticity of the chase, combined with McQueen's instinctive timing, inspired real-world techniques still studied decades later. It's rare for a movie car to influence reality. Yet the Mustang taught law enforcement the power of controlled aggression, proving the chase was more than spectacle. It was a lesson in mastery and respect for the road. Factual time. Fact 19. McQueen memorized every street before filming. Steve McQueen didn't drive the chase blindly. Weeks before cameras rolled, he memorized every hill, corner, intersection, and potential hazard in San Francisco. Unlike typical stunt work, where doubles rely on rehearsal and choreography, McQueen internalized the streets. He learned braking points, optimal. This preparation allowed him to push the Mustang at extreme speeds while maintaining precise control. McQueen's familiarity made near misses believable and spontaneous, heightening tension for viewers. Without his intimate knowledge, the chase would have been dangerous in reality and likely disastrous on film. His preparation ensured misaligned frames and twisted components. Mechanics reinforced the chassis, replaced worn bushings, and patched bodywork to keep the cars performing. Each rebuild wasn't cosmetic, it was vital for survival, punished every mechanical part. Behind the scenes, the crew worked tirelessly, ensuring the Mustang could handle the next dangerous sequence. On labor and ingenuity. Each take tested the limits of both man and machine, turning the filming into a high-stakes engineering challenge. Without these rebuilds, the chase couldn't exist. The Mustang wasn't just a car, it was a survivor, enduring relentless abuse while delivering some of the most realistic, thrilling car sequences ever filmed in cinema history. Fact 17. Real streets paid the price for cinematic glory. The chase wasn't staged in empty lots. It took its felt every turn. Curb edges cracked under repeated jumps. Local authorities complained, but the production embraced these risks because authenticity mattered more than convenience. Every skid mark, slide to the cinematic illusion. For audiences, it looked like a flawless high-speed pursuit. In reality, the city itself was a casualty of the action. McQueen's Mustang interacted with the environment like a living creature, bouncing over bumps, hugging turns, and narrowly avoiding hazards. That destruction wasn't collateral damage. It was a deliberate testament to realism, giving the chase the raw, visceral tension that still captivates viewers decades later. The Mustang became a character capable of surviving a war against asphalt, concrete, and gravity itself. Fact 16. The Mustang's color was a masterstroke of deception. The Highland green paint of the Bullitt Mustang had a car that looked ordinary yet deadly, blending seamlessly into San Francisco's streets until it lunged into motion. Unlike bright, attention-grabbing muscle cars of the era, this green made the Mustang appear almost invisible until it erupted into high-speed chaos. That subtlety enhanced suspense. Viewers didn't immediately recognize it as a hero car. On screen, it's a predator stalking the Charger through urban canyons, curves, and alleys. Combined with McQueen's driving, the understated color amplified realism, making each sudden swerve, drift, and acceleration feel unexpected, thrilling, and authentic. Even today, collectors note that the color alone defines the car's legendary mystique. It wasn't just aesthetics. The paint made the Mustang feel like a real vehicle, not a cinematic prop, turning the ordinary into an icon. Fact 15. The car almost got destroyed during filming. During one of the high-speed sequences, the Mustang GT 390 nearly met its end. A steep downhill turn combined with full-throttle acceleration caused the car to bounce violently over a curb, damaging the suspension, knowing the chase depended on the Mustang performing flawlessly. The production couldn't afford to lose the car. With McQueen driving, every stunt put the Mustang at risk. Jumps, slides, and near misses weren't simulated, they were real. Yet, despite repeated punishment, the car held together long enough to complete the chase. Its survival added authenticity to the scene, making each drift and corner feel dangerous because it genuinely was. Fact 14. The streets were as dangerous as the cars. San Francisco's hills were more than a scenic backdrop. They were a co-star in the chase. Every steep incline, sudden drop, and tight corner turned ordinary streets into deadly obstacles. McQueen had to calculate each turn, acceleration, and brake with precision, because one small misjudgment could send the Mustang crashing into parked cars, storefronts, or pedestrians. The production scouted multiple routes to maximize tension while maintaining some control, but they still embraced risk. Some streets were so narrow that even minor mistakes forced the car dangerously close to curbs and utility poles. The unpredictability of real terrain amplified the intensity. This interaction between the Mustang isn't just navigating streets, it's battling them, responding to every slope, dip, and curve. Fact 13. The Mustang's engine roared without tricks. The 1968 Mustang GT 390's V8 engine was pushed harder than it was ever meant to go. Every rev, downshift, and acceleration you hear in Bullitt is real. There were no sound effects added in post. McQueen insisted the engine speak for itself, refusing any artificial amplification. The car's 325 horsepower V8 had to endure repeated full-throttle runs over steep hills, sharp turns, and jumps. Mechanics reinforced the engine mounts and upgraded minor components, but the raw sound came from the car itself. During downhill sequences, the Mustang's weight and momentum caused the engine to roar even louder, almost like it had a life of its own. This authenticity created tension for viewers. Audiences subconsciously recognize when a car is straining, pushing its limits. Fact 12. The chase was filmed in sections, not a single take. Although the Bullitt chase feels seamless on screen, it was actually filmed in carefully planned sections, stitched together to appear continuous. McQueen, stunt driver Bill Hickman, and the crew mapped out each segment with exact start and end points, but the transitions had to feel spontaneous. This approach allowed McQueen to push the Mustang to its absolute limit without risking the entire sequence in one go. Each section tested the car's brakes, suspension, and engine. Differently tight turns, steep descents, and straightaways demanded separate strategies. The crew mounted cameras on low dollies, vans, and sidewalks to capture every angle, sometimes inches from the speeding vehicles. Fact 11. McQueen didn't trust sequences or handed to stunt doubles. Not in Bullitt. Steve McQueen refused to let anyone else drive the Mustang during the chase scenes. He knew that only he could match the car's raw power with precise timing, instinct, and understanding of San Francisco's unpredictable streets. This decision put him in extreme danger. High-speed corners, sudden drops, and tight alleyways left no room for error. A single mistake could have ended the shoot or his life. But McQueen thrived on this risk, treating every maneuver as a test of skill. His personal involvement also ensured that the Mustang's character remained consistent. Every drift, every rev, every acceleration reflected his personal style, not someone else's interpretation. Fact 10. The Mustang's tires screeched for a reason. Every tire squeal in Bullitt wasn't added in post. The Mustang's stock Goodyear polyglass tires were pushed far beyond their intended limits. High-speed drifts, hard braking, and sharp downhill turns made the rubber fight for grip, producing the iconic screeching soundtrack audiences still recognize today. The crew experimented with tire pressure and suspension tweaks to balance control with audible chaos. Too soft, and the car would slide uncontrollably. Too hard, and the Mustang wouldn't hug corners effectively. McQueen needed tires that could handle momentum, friction, and steep inclines simultaneously. These screeches weren't just sound, they signaled danger. Viewers subconsciously register tension when tires howl. Every turn, every skid, and every near miss is amplified by the Mustang's screaming rubber, turning simple corners into suspenseful moments. No digital effects, no sound designers, just raw physics, adrenaline, and a driver who refused to cheat. The tires became a voice for the car itself. Fact 9. McQueen performed his own gear shifts. Unlike modern movie chases where stunt doubles or automatic transmissions handle shifting, Steve McQueen insisted on doing every gear change himself. The 1968 Mustang GT 390 had a 4-speed manual transmission, and every acceleration, deceleration, and hill sprint required precise timing. One ruin a shot or cause serious injury. McQueen knew the engine intimately. He could feel the car's weight, torque, and momentum through the pedals, adjusting mid-turn as the streets demanded. Even small streets required rapid shifts while navigating curves, parked cars, and inclines. The authenticity of these shifts is why the Mustang sounds alive on camera. Every growl, rev, and downshift is real, creating tension viewers feel but rarely notice. Fact 8. Every hill was a risky experiment. San Francisco's hills are beautiful, but for Bullitt, they were a natural death trap. Each incline forced the Mustang to stretch its engine, brakes, and suspension to the limit. McQueen treated every hill as a challenge, calculating speed and steering to maintain control. One misjudged turn could send the car skidding into parked vehicles, utility poles, or worse, spectators. The crew had to scout each street carefully, yet they allowed real improvisation. No ramps, no cables, no CGI, just McQueen, the Mustang, and gravity. Some streets were so steep that repeated filming caused minor damage to the pavement and tires. The adrenaline of those hills added authenticity. Viewers feel the pull of momentum as the Mustang accelerates, drifts, and brakes mid-slope. Every shot combined engineering precision with real-world risk, proving that sometimes the environment is the most dangerous co-star of all. Fact 7. The Charger was so fast, it kept outrunning the Mustang. The 1968 Dodge Charger RT, used in Bullitt, was never meant to make the Mustang look weak. Yet that's exactly what happened behind the scenes. Loaded with a 440 Magnum V8 and better high-speed stability, the Charger kept pulling ahead during early test runs. The crew expected both cars to stay close for behind, ruining shots where the Mustang was supposed to be the aggressor. To fix the problem, mechanics quietly restrained the Charger, adjusting timing and limiting its top-end punch. Even then, its superior grip on downhill sections made the chase unfair. Stunt driver Bill Hickman later joked that he was driving the Charger too well, making McQueen look slow. What viewers saw as a perfectly balanced duel was actually a fight to keep the Charger from dominating the film. It wasn't acting. The Charger really was a beast. Fact 6. McQueen refused fake speed. So the camera crew risked injury. Most car films make speed look intense using camera tricks. They film at slow pace, tighten angles, and edit in motion blur. Bullitt rejected those shortcuts. McQueen said if the cars weren't actually fast, the audience would feel the lie. To capture real speed, the cameramen had to film inches from danger. Crews strapped cameras to low dollies, leaned out of vans, and even crouched near curbs while the Mustang and Charger blasted past at highway speeds through city streets. There was no digital stabilization, no safety rails, no zoom lens creating fake closeness. If a driver slipped, a camera operator could be crushed instantly. One crew member later admitted his job felt more dangerous than the actors. The cars at least had bodies of metal protecting them. The crew had nothing but asphalt, nerves, and timing. That risk paid off. Viewers didn't see movie speed. They witnessed real velocity with real consequence. Fact 5. The Mustang suspension was built to get destroyed. The jumps you see in Bullitt weren't meant for cars to survive. San Francisco's steep streets act like ramps, and when the Mustang hit them at full throttle, it launched and landed with bone-breaking force. The production team reinforced the suspension to keep the car from snapping in half. But those upgrades turned the Mustang into something harsh and unpredictable. It wasn't built for comfort, it was built to take damage. Every landing shook the chassis like an earthquake. Bolts loosened, bushings cracked, and the alignment twisted after each take. The same car never handled the same way twice. One scene shows the Mustang landing crooked, and that wasn't acting, it was the car struggling to stay alive. The suspension was sacrificed in the name of realism. No CGI, no tricks. The car endured real punishment, so audiences could feel every impact. Fact 4. The chase was shot like a real hunt, not a movie scene. Unlike traditional car chases, Bullitt didn't map out every turn or fake dramatic angles. The crew treated the entire pursuit like an actual hunt through urban streets. Instead of choreographing a clean route, the director and McQueen picked unpredictable sections of San Francisco where the Mustang could ambush the Charger or chase it into tight terrain. The drivers were only told starting points and goals, not exact movements. That meant reactions were real. Sudden braking, missed turns, and aggressive lane dives weren't scripted chaos. They were genuine split-second decisions. This approach terrified city officials because a wrong slide or a poorly timed downhill sprint could send either car into parked vehicles, storefronts, or pedestrians. To heighten the speed, they filmed with low angles and long distances, letting the cars rush toward the lens like predators closing in. Instead of camera tricks, Bullitt used geography, pressure, and uncertainty to build tension. The Mustang wasn't acting, it was stalking prey through a concrete jungle. Fact 3. The Mustang soundtrack was real, brutal, and unedited. Most car chase scenes today cheat with sound editing. Studios record clean engine audio on a dyno and mix it over the action later. Bullitt did the opposite. Every growl and scream you hear from the Mustang's 390 V8 comes directly from the car itself, recorded live, on the streets, with the microphone fighting wind, echoes, and engine vibration. It wasn't clean, it was violent, and that violence became the soundtrack. McQueen refused to let sound designers fix anything. No added revs, no artificial shifts, no Hollywood exaggeration. If you are struggling, fighting gravity, traction, and momentum. Even the gear changes we hear are real, because McQueen forced the crew to mount mics under the hood and near the tailpipes. Fact 2. McQueen chose the Mustang and rejected the muscle everyone expected. When Hollywood studios plan a car-centric action film, they usually pick the most glamorous, expensive, or trend-setting vehicle of the time. But Steve McQueen wasn't interested in Hollywood's usual style picks. Ford was pushing the Shelby GT 500, and Dodge was already creating hype around bigger Hemi-powered legends. Yet McQueen rejected all of it. He didn't want a flashy car. He wanted a street fighter. Something an ordinary cop could realistically own. Something raw that relied on attitude, not luxury. The Mustang GT 390 wasn't chosen because it looked iconic. It was chosen because it didn't. McQueen believed the car's normality made its performance more shocking, more believable, and more powerful on screen. A hero car that didn't look like a hero. That decision transformed a regular Mustang into the most authentic character in the film. Bullitt didn't turn the Mustang into a legend. McQueen did. Fact 1. The Mustang was never meant to become a legend. Most people assume the 1968 Mustang GT 390 used in Bullitt was treated like a priceless movie star car. The truth is the opposite. In the late 60s, Hollywood didn't respect cars the way collectors do today. The Mustang wasn't purchased as a hero. It was purchased as a consumable tool. No different from a camera battery or a damaged tire that would eventually get tossed. Warner Brothers bought two identical Mustangs, not because they cared about the model, but because they expected them to be wrecked while filming. Mechanics stripped them, stiffened weak points, and tuned the 390 V8 so the car could survive jumps that Ford never engineered it for. At the time, nobody thought collectibles in automotive history. The Mustang GT 390 didn't just survive San Francisco streets, it conquered them. Steve McQueen didn't just drive it, redefined courage, skill, and authenticity on film. Every tire screech, every slide, every heartbeat of that chase still echoes decades later. Bullitt wasn't just a movie, it was a revolution. And the Mustang became immortal. A legend of speed, danger, and cinematic genius. If you love epic car stories and legendary stunts, make sure to hit like and subscribe to never miss more cinematic legends from the world of muscle cars.